Hello and welcome back to Outside In. I want to do a big shout out to Glen from RuiDeng because he made it possible for me to receive a Riden RD6024 that is damaged. So that way I could create a video showing people how to fix your Riden power supply control module. Now, for people that really are not positive on this, a lot of people are disappointed when they get it because it doesn't do what they think it's supposed to do. This is not a power supply. This is an advanced buck converter, power supply control module. So you still need a power supply to create a power supply out of this. And you can buy kits that you can put together, and Riden sells those. And if I remember, I will put a link to RuiDeng's store so you can look at all the different power supply control modules that they have. I love RuiDeng products, and anybody who follows my videos very much knows how much I love RuiDeng. I've been using them for years. RuiDeng now makes their own switching power supply. Now, I used to use Meanwell all the time, but since RuiDeng is now making power supplies, that's who I go with for my power supplies if I need one. I've already taken the control module out, and this is it right here. This is the RuiDeng RD6024 power supply control module. You should hopefully be able to see what's wrong with this. It's damaged. It's not missing the ground binding post. It is broken off. So I'm going to show you in this video how easy it is to replace one of these binding posts, whether it's the ground, the charging binding post, or the power binding post. And that is simple to do. If this is already in a case, all you have to do is just pop it out of the case, and then you just turn it upside down, and right there is the hot binding post, that is the charging binding post, and that is the ground binding post. Now, you don't have to take all of this out. You do not have to unscrew anything. All you have to do is just flip it over and then get your soldering iron ready, because that's how you're going to get the binding posts out. I probably should also get us our pliers, because actually I may need those. I have my soldering iron set. I have it set at 380 right now just for this purpose. See how well that works. Now, you might want to help it along. You can also use a little liquid flux in here to help heat it up. And what you want to do is you want to melt the solder joint on this binding post. We may also have to add some solder to help get that out of there. And there it went popping out. Now there is the broken binding post. That's pretty hot. You might even want to throw like 450 degrees Celsius on your iron to get this to come out easier. That's a lot to heat up. So, and you also want to be careful. Yeah, you don't want to melt anything, get the board too hot, so you don't want to spend a whole lot of time on here. So if you can get your iron to like 450, you'll be able to heat it up quicker to get it out there faster, so you don't mess up any of these other components that are near it. As far as these binding posts go, wow, that's still hot. I went on Amazon to try to find them. They do not sell them in the store. So Glen, if you're watching this, I know I've mentioned it to you before, but it would be nice if you guys could start selling these in a package. Or also, if you could add 3 extras with every kit that you buy, so in case one does get broken, it can be replaced. But for now, anyway, Glen tells me that you can just contact Glen through Amazon or AliExpress, and they will set up shipping a new binding post to you if you need one. Because I've looked everywhere on Amazon, I've looked on Google, I cannot find any binding posts that are just like this. These are made to fit these power supply control modules in a certain way, and just any binding post might work but won't be as good as the original, obviously. So what you need is you need to try to get a hold of the original binding post for these to replace them. Okay, so in order to get this new one in, it's keyed. It's not perfectly round. And then inside of here, it's keyed as well. So this fits in here the tightest fit. What we want to do now is we need to heat that back up so we can get this in there. All right, let's get the soldering iron back out here. And let's heat this up and see if we can get this to go back in. Now we just have to melt the solder so that binding post can come through. And there it came through. All right, now we got it back in. So let's add some more solder. And then let's get some alcohol and clean up the flux that we got on the board. So there you go. That was, like I said, that's just a quick little video talking a little bit about the Riden RD6024 and how to fix a broken binding post. Replace, I mean, a broken binding post. If you want to see me do a video on using this, any question that you may have that you don't know how to use, if you have one of these models and you have a question, please ask it in the comments below and I will do my best to create a video covering your particular issue. So, like always, find someone that needs a reason to go on, give them that reason. God bless us everyone, and I will see you in the next one.